guys, JoeOnit coming in. Got another battle replay for you here on Total War Rome 2. Welcome back to the Land of Sieges. Welcome back to the channel. And I want to say real quick, I apologize for the long time between replays. I just had some stuff going on in real life that really needed to get taken care of. But we do have a 3v3 siege here today on the settlement of Athens. Town center for Athens is back there, but it does not look like the defenders will be back there, at least not for yet. We'll have to see. But let us get into the army compositions here. First, we will take a look at the attackers. We do have an Egypt here being commanded by Melon Max 7, and he has 5 Galatian swordsmen, 4 Thorax swordsmen, 3 Levy Freeman, not Levy Freeman, what am I calling them? Levy Threo spears, there we go. 1 Sobek cultist, his general is a carrying axeman. He also has 3 Cretan archers, 1 camel archer, and a giant ballista. Moving into the center here, we do have a Carthage being commanded by Bippo 9? I think I wrote that down right. He has 6 Libyan infantry, 5 late Libyan hoplites, 4 Carthaginian hoplites. General is the noble cavalry. He also has 3 Cretan archers and a Balearic slinger. And then we have the mighty Tylus here being commanded by AXCVNZ. I don't know how else to say that besides say every letter. He has 7 tribal warriors, 3 Oathsworn, one of those being the general, 3 Levy Freeman, 4 Celtic slingers, and a giant ballista. And he's actually got some tribal warriors attacking over there as well. Getting in onto the defending factions, first we would take a look here at Kush being commanded by Ryan, and he has 6 Shotel warriors, 6 Kushite slave infantry, 1 disciple of Epidemic. General is the Kushite Royal Guard, the cavalry general, much better general than the archer. 2 units of the Nubian bowmen and 2 Kushite archers. Then we have a Bactria being commanded by Niall Croc, I think. And he has 4 Bactrian hillmen, 4 Threo spears, 2 Thorax swordsmen. General is the Bactrian Royal Cavalry, 3 Syrian archers, 1 Persian light archer, 1 Indian armored elephant, and a scorpion. And then finally we have a non-grand campaign faction. We have the Samnites being commanded by Nako Paco. And he has 5 light infantrymen, 4 Lucanian warriors, 2 light spearmen, 2 silver shield infantrymen, one of those being his general, and 4 units of the Lucanian ambushers. So there you go. Army comps out of the way. A little bit of fighting going on already here on the wall. Some of the Samnite infantrymen are going to come over here. Tribal warriors on the wall taking on some of these Shotel warriors. So the fight is definitely underway, guys. Hopefully you do enjoy this battle. If you do, feel free, hit the like button, drop some comments, share the video, subscribe to the channel. But let's dive into this one. Alright, so here we are starting off just on that same wall there where the tribal warriors were taking on the Shotel warriors, and we actually have the silver, so the Samnite silver infantrymen did join over here with their killing spree, so they will get a pretty sizable, a pretty decent rear charge in onto this tribal warrior, but tribal warrior seems completely fine still, not very phased at this moment. Combat is still very even. We have some of the Kushite archers that have moved over here. They've gotten 4 kills so far. Looks like they were firing into the back of this tribal warrior, killing a couple more. But now we have artillery going to start blasting into the settlement here, and the native Lucanian ambushers here not taking any damage just yet. Let's see what's going on up over here. Oh, actually, look at this. The Samnites have sallied out. We have 2 units of the late Libyan hoplites in that V for victory formation. Just going to make that little whoomp and whoomp right there. Trying to hold the gate, but they're going to be taking on some of these Samnite light infantrymen, which actually do not appear. Yeah, they're losing. That Samnite infantry unit is losing. The other one over here, combat is even for the moment, so I'm not sure what happened here. But, I mean, the late Libyan hoplites, I mean, this is a DLC faction, so these little guys for Carthage aren't really going to be able to stand up anyway. Yeah, I was kind of, with the archer towers giving assistance, I was kind of waiting for this to start going to the Samnites' way. But more Carthaginian troops now pouring over the walls, getting down off those towers. We have some of the Kushite slave infantry here extending their love of the murder sticks over here into some of the Libyan infantry. Back over on this side, tribal warriors landing, actually breaking through the wall. Over on this side, tribal warriors, they need to get more in here though. These guys are just getting toasted up. Bactrian hillmen, 32 kills, 40 kills there. Javelins all over the place. 2 more units of full javelins coming up to 5. Each Threo spear has 5 volleys. So, I mean, these guys are going to have a problem. These guys are definitely going to have a problem. They're going to need to start pressing in here. They need to start pressing. This is going to be a problem here. Actually, wait a second. Nope, here comes Carthage. So Carthage is actually going to come on over here and help help Tylus out. Go, 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 go. Don't let them throw. Get in there. Oh, no, that's not good. That is not a good thing right there. Now we have the Nubian Bowmen already starting to fire up over the top of the buildings. And they should have been firing there. Should have been firing into the back of this unit right there. I don't know if they're still firing, though. Looks like they stopped. Yeah, they have stopped. Okay, I thought maybe they were just going to keep shooting. Over here, Tylus did land a couple more units of his... Oh, he didn't land them yet. Never mind. They're just standing here, but they don't have to worry about... This isn't a rush point right now. Unfortunately, Kush is just wasting their javelins on the front of the tower there, but the attackers don't have to worry about anything just yet because the two archer towers too far away, they won't be able to do any damage to those towers that they brought up to the wall. So let's get back over on this side. Yeah, the first tribal war unit got taken out. Not shocking at all. Was it the... Yep, Persian Light Archers. It was definitely going to be an archer unit over here. So the Persian Light Archers, 82 kills. Not too bad for them at all. Very nicely done. Helping help this Kushite unit out. Shotel warrior there. The Samnite Silver Infantrymen, I mean, they're not getting a whole lot of kills, but they're just in the way. They're holding this tribal warrior there. So unfortunately for this little attack that happened on this side of the settlement, it was easily handled. This is not somewhere that I would really suggest to attack from. At least not an initial, like maybe like a delayed attack over on this side. Okay, fine. Once you already have a little bit of a footprint in there, then you can land over here and start maybe trying to surround. But an initial push, this is not something I would really dedicate a whole lot of time to, at least with just towers. Maybe a tortoise to knock the wall down, give yourself a little bit of an opening to try and get in there, but just landing towers is not really going to work out very well. Now, Carthage actually pushing in a lot of his infantry right here. Kushite slave infantry, thorax, swordsman, still trying to hold up. I mean, we have a lot of the Carthaginian force right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of them right there. We have some of the Egyptian archers, Cretan archers, up in the breach. They're not firing, and they're about to have a problem because that Carthage unit's about to break. Yeah, they're going to have to get out of there. They're going to have to get out of there. I'm not sure exactly why that unit got moved up there. Again, guys, guard mode. I can seriously suggest guard mode to keep your ranged units hopefully back from not just running into the settlement. But all right, here we go. 2 other Cretan archers for Egypt now starting to fire into the settlement. They might be able to get some good kills on something. Hopefully they're not just firing right into the back of their own men, though. Looks like that might be what's going on. I mean, this is definitely a target right here for those Cretans. Start firing at these ambushes. Start trying to burn them down. Ooh. I think I might have just called it. I did not. They're firing way back over there at the Lucanian warriors. I mean, the Lucanian warriors aren't really in the fight yet. They only have 35 armor, but I would be killing these ambushers. Get them out of here. They have 55 armor. Wow, really? Better armor. Crazy. All right, let's see how this is going. I'm hearing a lot of shots coming in. Oh, they did land over here. I mean, it's just Kushite slave infantry holding on the wall, but they do have a unit of archers right there. Nubian Bowman just firing in. Yep, blasting into this tribal warrior and just pin cushioning them. Absolutely destroying them. A lot of kills so far for that Bowman unit. Over here, this one, I believe this unit is... Oh, no, they're not. They're losing decisively now. Okay. But, I mean, they still have the Bactrian Royal Cavalry right there. The attackers obviously can now see the Indian armored elephants over there, so Bactria probably should have moved them a little bit further away from the wall there. Just to, you know, keep up the surprise, keep up the illusion of the surprise. But, all right, hold on a second. Tylus is actually cooking with some gas right now. He's got some of his big boys, he's not big boys, but he's got some of his Celtic slingers up here on the wall, firing down, getting some good shots into these Kushite archers. They have 97 kills, so they've definitely used some of their ammunition, but those stones are hitting them pretty good. Egypt still has a lot of his infantry back there. Still all 3 units of the Osworn away. Tylus artillery, 63 kills. And yeah, unfortunately, this is just going to get destroyed. Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of faith of this over here attacking because you're sending in 2 units. Yes, they're tribal warriors, they're tanks, they're really brutal units, but you're sending them in by themselves. They're not really going to be able to do a whole lot, especially if you don't give them range support. They don't have range support. It's going to be a tough day for them. It's going to be a really tough day for them. And this is still holding on. Hold on a second. Tribal warrior here doing pretty well. cutting down on Thorax Swordsman unit. We have Sam Knight here just kind of bouncing back and forth. It's not really being very effective at this point. It's only got 8 kills so far, but there you go. Celtic Slingers. I mean, it was a good thought in theory. It was a good theory to get those slingers up on the wall, to be able to get these shots down off the wall onto the archer units, range units here of the defenders, but unfortunately does not look like it really paid off that much. This Kushite archer unit didn't even lose 50 men. So unfortunately, one of the Celtic Slingers has been taken out. We have another unit that's gotten up on the wall, though, and he's going to continue firing down. Looks like he's going to fire at this ambusher unit that has 0 kills, but they're not showing their javelins. I wonder if he switched them over to melee, so they wouldn't show. So it wouldn't show that they had their javelins still. Archer fire is still going on over here. The Cretan archers of Egypt still firing away. He's got his camel archers that have moved forward just a little. They're all still intact. I thought one of them had died for some reason. A couple of them have died. The Carthaginian Cretan archers here now starting to fire away. They got 27, 31, and 9. But they are starting to whittle away on the front line here. You can see the Samnite light infantry breaking and running for their lives. The slave infantry is going to be able to move for... Oh, no. Is that... Both of those are 3-0 spears. But they're not really getting the greatest of shots because they're throwing over their own men. And now this is broken. Okay, so the attackers have an avenue now. This center has been broken. It doesn't look like the defenders are seeing it just yet. The Rayo Spears are just content in throwing their javelins. We have one Lucanian warrior that looks like maybe he's paying attention. He was able to plug the gap there. But I think the attackers are trying to possibly get through here to stop these Thorayos from just continuing to bombard down on their troops or on their allies. But the javelins are just flying mighty. Another Lucanian warrior coming up. We have a mercenary Balearic Slinger on the ground here for Carthage. He is tossing some stones. 55 kills there. Celtic Slinger there with 58 for Tylus. Another unit right there with 38 kills. So the fight is still going on over here. The tribal warriors now joined by an Oathsworn unit. Okay, so an Oathsworn has now come in here. The other 2 Oathsworn are still outside. Carthage still has some more of his Carthaginian hoplites, and Egypt still remaining some of his Galatian swordsmen. He does have a Galatian Royal Guard here. I don't know if I said that in the beginning. I noticed it while I was already moving around for the battle, but I don't know if I had written it down. So he does have a Galatian Royal Guard there. So that could definitely be a big problem for the defenders. But this right here, this is a problem. This Galatian Royal Guard's just getting shot. Just getting shot. They got to move over. Egypt has to get away from that tower. He's got to move over there. And they do have control. Oh, they don't have control of the gate yet. Oh, get in there. Capture this gate, boys. That is a huge thing right now that the attackers are missing out on. Getting that extra assistance from the archer towers here. Big press still going on in the center. Lucanian ambushers trying to hold back some of these Levi Thoreo spears. 40 kills there. Another unit charging in. What is their charge bonus? Do they have full charge bonus? 10, so not really. He's just cycling. Okay. Not a bad thing. I mean, the unit was losing. They're exhausted, so get a new unit in there. Fresh unit. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Now, Kush is starting to move over here. Hold on a second. Kush, I think, I don't know if he's... Does he still have javelins? They got 83 kills. They might not have javelins, but the archers placed over here, Persian Light Archers, 166 kills, doing a great job. We have a Syrian Archer there with 227. Solid job there. Tylus Artillery going to start bombing in the middle. Oh, if that general had kept moving, ooh, that could have been bad. That definitely could have been bad, but yeah, it looks like Tylus is just kind of blind firing into the settlement there. We just had a chevron earned. That was from the Lucanian warriors. I'm guessing 169 kills. Carthaginian hoplites now moving forward. Archers need to stop firing. There's no point in them firing at this moment. They still don't have control of the gatehouse, which is... that is gigantic, that they do not have control of this gatehouse. Oh, the Lucanian warriors are standing in there. Actually, that's a good spot right there. Cretan archers, just a single unit firing into the back of that Lucanian warrior. Get them out of there. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Would not be a bad idea at all. We have some of the... Is that the camel archers firing here, or is that Cretans still? Nope. Maybe Cretans? I'm not sure. Oh, no, it is the camel archers. 125 range. Firing into the settlement, getting some shots. Firing over here, getting into the... Looks like they're chasing the Persian Light Archers away. Syrian Archers moving over. Fresh unit. 0 kills for them. I see the elephants are moving around over here. They've just got hit by a battle rhythm. I'm not sure exactly why that was done. because they're not attacking anything. So that's a little confusing. Tylus, I mean, this tribal warrior unit, just move them. If they're not paying attention, come down over here, capture the gate. Allow the general to get in there. I mean, even no, not the carrying action. Where's the camel archers could get in there? Always look for opportunities, guys. Always look for opportunities. That tribal warrior could definitely run down over here and capture this gate up. And stay on top of the gate. They don't even have to come down, so they wouldn't have to worry about getting charged by the cavalry there. This tribal warrior could come down the wall here. I mean, there's how many are left? 61. I mean, they could still come down here. They could still come down here and get involved. But it does look like Tylus has finally been able to, after a long fight, and losing a lot of men, Tylus has finally been able to secure, or almost secure, this front tower. Now he has it secured. Okay, so that is a good sign there for the attackers. They have gained control of the tower there, but unfortunately, again, over here, the attackers are just not gaining control of the gate here. And this is a huge, and, I was trying to think of the word that I was trying to use. Advantage, there it is. A huge advantage that they're missing out on. Starting to capture it slowly. But I mean, the Samnites just leaving units of the light infantry just standing there. Get the carrying axeman moving forward. 137 with the Greek ballista there. The Tylus ballista actually walked away with 171. Wow. Much better kills than I thought he was, at least what he was initially getting there. Syrian archers, 87 kills. Still, oh no, they're not firing because they got the Galatian swordsman over here. So the Galatian swordsman delaying this Syrian archer from being able to fire. Looks like this front line is not very much, it's not much left over here. 44 and 34. That Galatian Royal Guard getting in here, yeah, he's in there. He should be able to carve that up, no problem. Also, I didn't make mention of this, but I have to say it because it's personal feeling here. This is all garbage. All of this sharp stone bed is disgusting. Deployables, gross, in sieges. Completely disgusting. Anyway, back into the fight there. The native Lucanian ambushers now getting absolutely dumped. The Balearic slingers over here, 135 kills there. Cretan archers, 128. This unit there with 34. The Carthaginian ones, 104, 66, and 76. So, I mean, honestly, they shouldn't really even need to be firing at this moment. They could definitely just be saving that ammunition or possibly getting up onto the wall and firing down. But we do have the Kush general has made his way all the way over here. Oh, there they are. The elephants have made it in. Blasting through some Levy Freeman. There wasn't really very much they were going to be able to do. But the elephants, Indian armored elephants. Now, still a lot left, a lot more time left in this battle. So I don't really think the elephants are going to be that effective. They're getting some kills, though. I mean, they're stomping down. I think they just killed an Oathsworn unit. No, that was the rest of the tribal warrior. There's the Oathsworn there. The Oathsworn general is there. And the other Oathsworn is there. So all three Oathsworn are still alive. But this is going to be a problem. Javelin's going. Oh, they scared him off. They scared him off. Oh, no. They got them to go out of control. That's gigantic. That is literally gigantic. This elephant is now out of control, running out of the base. What is going on over here? Oh, another tribal warrior. Wait a second. That's not the one that was standing over here. Did he walk another one over here and get up on the wall? I'm not sure, but I mean, Tylus is gaining control over here as well. Slaughtering down this Kushite slave infantry. He's got another slave infantry there. Now, where's that disciple unit? There they are. Disciples look like they're getting possibly ready to go forward to get into this fight. The Samnite general up on the front line. 46 kills. He's already lost 57 men. Not looking good. Trying to take on that Galatian Royal Guard. Galatian Royal Guard, though, is losing. Might want to get the... I was going to say, might want to move this carrying axeman over. He might be hitting his own men. He is hitting his own men. Yeah, that's a little bit of an error there on the carrying axeman part. Should have been moved over here to fire this way, or come over here to fire that way, instead of just standing right behind arguably one of the strongest units in the entire game, not just in this battle, but in this game completely. Galatian Royal Guard are very scary, very, very terrifying. The Silver Shield Infantrymen, yeah, I mean, these generals going to get the chevron. He's killing the Galatian Royal Guard. it's not surprising that he got himself a chevron with not even 100 kills yet. He does also have Bactria helping him out here. Syrian Archers, 147 kills, doing a great job. But all right, here we go. Carthage in the center. What do we have remaining? We have some very beaten up Libyan infantry unit. Carthaginian hoplites. Another Carthaginian hoplite over here getting charged by the Royal Guard General, who's now half strength. Oh, I don't know if he realized he charged a spear unit. Maybe he doesn't. Where'd that elephant go? There he is. He's coming in. Looks like, oh yeah, he's stomping down on Egyptian archers that still have ammo. Oh no. That is not good. They still have ammo. Why are they not firing right now? They should definitely be firing at the back of the elephant. I think I might have been wrong. This elephant's almost at 400 kills, and he's about to come plowing into the back of the remaining bits of the Egyptian army. This is not going to be good for Egypt. The attack, the rear attack of the elephants. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Scary. Scary times right there. The Egyptian general shattering. The Egyptian general has completely shattered. Galatian Royal Guard gone. Elephants, how many kills? 512. Yeah, they're putting in work. Here comes the Kush general again, though. Charging in here. Here comes Carthaginian general finally getting over here. But yeah, the elephants are cleaning it up. But there's still so much time left in this fight. There's still so much time. There's a disciple. Oh, don't want to do that. I mean, it doesn't really matter. The elephants aren't going out of control. But the elephants now, yep, stomping down. 590. Carthage general inside. Get around the elephants. Oh, he got stopped. Yeah, the Carthage general probably should have tried. Might have been wiser to go that way. Yeah, because he's the Bactrian Royal Cavalry right there, general. Still has the Kush general around. Shotel warrior. Yeah, that was a bad charge. That was a really bad charge there by the Carthaginian general. He should have just, seeing the elephants there, he should have come this way, over where Tylus is at. That is definitely where he should have gone, instead of just charging right into the middle there. But let's see, what do we have left? Not much. Not very much for the attackers at all. We have some Tylus, tribal warriors over there, tribal warrior there. Still have the 3 Oathsworn slingers. That slinger unit should be firing. In all seriousness, I'm not sure why they're not firing. This unit here with only 103 kills. Oh my god, the Galatian Royal Guard came back. 137 kills. Elephants, they've only lost 2 elephants. Carthaginian general getting charged again. He's down to 8 men. Yeah, I don't know why these slingers aren't firing right now. Oh, there we go. Now they're firing down. What are they firing at? The Bactrian Royal Cavalry general, okay. Scaring him away. Not a terrible idea. I would probably be firing at the Kush general just to kill him in case he's not already dead, but it doesn't look like... Yeah, I don't think... Oh, no, he is dead. The Kush general is dead. What's he at? 143 kills. The Galatian Royal Guard still here. They only lost 2 more men. That's crazy. But all right, Tylus making his way forward slowly. He's going to have... This is a big obstacle to try and deal with. He is really, really, really outnumbered. But let's take a look and see, actually. I don't see a whole lot of Sam... There, the Samnite unit, the Samnite army got trashed. I mean, I'm sure he probably got some really good kills with some of his units at this moment. His general, 150 kills. Ambushers there with 120. But there's a lot left here. Pretty much a full Bactrian Royal Cavalry, pretty much a full elephant unit that already has 730 kills. Yeah, this is a gigantic, huge. This is a huge uphill battle for the attackers now. This Scorpion just blasting into this tribal warrior. That is a shame. Oh no. But back over here. Hold on a second. We got this tribal warrior coming over here. Now these guys still have ammo. 153, 78. This archer probably still has ammo. Oh, they don't. They had not good shots, not good angles. I'm guessing not good angles. Or they were firing at, yeah, I mean, they were firing not good angle, firing at something pretty heavy. Oh, that's unfortunate. 78 kills, Kushite Archer. They're pretty good archers, Kushite Archer unit. All right, so we got tribal warriors getting over here, back near the town center. We have another unit of archers coming in, Nubian Bowman there with 106 kills. I am not sure if that unit has ammo. Does not look like they do. No, they all have their daggers out, so they do not have any ammunition either. But Tylus coming towards the town center. I mean, that Bactrian Royal Cavalry General could be over here quickly, but it looks like he's just having the time of his life running over the Galatian Royal Guard, at least trying to kill the Galatian Royal Guard, who now have control of this gate, so that's big. The general's going to have to run away. What's he down to? 47. Wow, he lost a lot. Last time we saw him, he was at 74. What happened there? I don't even know what happened there. But all right, the tribal warriors in the town center starting to help the neutralization of the town center. But look at all this range coming back. 194, 120, 227. So I don't think any of them have ammo either. Ooh. So Tylus, this tribal warrior unit actually has the opportunity to maybe get a lot of kills. Yeah, these guys don't have any ammo. These guys don't have any ammo. Okay, so they're going to try and flank charge. I would, if I was Tylus, pull the charge now. Nope, he didn't get charged. He didn't get the charge off, and he just got rear charged. I mean, it doesn't really matter. He got rear charged by a pretty weak melee unit. But still, you want to try and get counter charges as soon as you can. So, like right here, as this unit's in, I would be charging that way. But again, no charge. No charge. Now, what do we still have there? Another 65 tribal warriors. And, I mean, we still have all of the Oathsworn up on the wall here. I'm not sure. I don't think Tylus is... I really don't know what to say. I'm just going to fast forward here. Because, I mean, I was told that this was a really good battle, which I have to say so far it's been pretty good. It has definitely been pretty good. There's been some, you know, good and bad on both sides. But now Tylus is just kind of chilling out on the wall. And he's not moving. He's not going anywhere. Got the boy, yeah, the Bactrian Royal Cav General over there. He lost another guy. Wow. The elephant's still fine. Actually, they killed another person. They were at 7. It was either 728 or 729. So they killed another 1 or 2 guys. But yeah, I'm not really sure what Tylus's plan is here. So instead of just kind of sitting here for the next 13 minutes, I'm going to make a little cut here, and I'll come back and see if there was any, you know, fill you guys in if there was any action. So we'll be right back. All right, so the second I saw the Tylus force start moving, I immediately hit record. So we are back to the live spot here. Took them about 6 or so minutes to start moving, though. And we already have the elephants just blasting on over here. Again, battle rhythm given way, way, way early before they even get into melee. But all right, here we come. Elephants charging in. We have some Celtic slingers here with only 19 kills. I have no idea why they're not on the wall still, especially when they saw those elephants coming over here. But Celtic slingers, this is your life, and your life is about to be over very, very quickly. These guys are going to get bowled over right there. The elephants, yeah, he's kind of hung up. We got the Bactrian Royal Cav General coming around over here on the other side, but yep, here comes the elephants, just going to stomp all over all of these slingers. Again, Celtic slingers coming down off the wall. I'm not sure why they came down. This one maybe 103 kills, but this one's only 19 kills. Not sure. Really very confusing there. We have a very small unit, or much smaller unit of tribal warriors over here, 65 of them, and a lot of ranged over here. So, I mean, maybe that tribe, maybe, but doubtful. Really very doubtful. The other Oathsworn has moved over here. Oathsworn General is on the ground over here. He's about to get rear charged by the Bactrian General. So there you go, big charge there by the Bactrian General into that Oathsworn unit. See how the elephants are doing. Looks like they're holding up. Yeah, they haven't lost anything. 876 kills now. Yep, just feeding the Celtic slingers to the elephants. Again, I'm not sure what that was all about. This Oathsworn General trying to get around, but he's about to get rear charged again. Bactrian Royal Cav shot. I mean, it's a very heavy shot cavalry general. It's not really very much. The Oathsworn to be able to do that, especially when they're moving. There's really not a whole lot they can be able to do. It's a shame. That is definitely a shame, and I'm not trying to sound, you know, mean or whatever, but it's definitely a bit of a shame that the Celtic slingers were just kind of thrown away. Because if those Celtic slingers were still on the wall here and they were firing down on this elephant and firing down on this general, they definitely could have killed him. Oh, wait. The general. Wait a second. The elephants are starting to lose. Hold on a second. The Bactrian general is down to 6. They still have the towers over here. Oh, Brave 40, get inside. Where's the tireless Brave 40? Is he dead? Probably. But look at that. The elephant now down to 14. 935 kills, though. Stomping down on this general. We have a tribal warrior now going away. Yeah, Bactrian general. He's only got 2 left. But the elephant's now dropping down to 8. Ooh. Oh. 6. So we've got 3 elephants left. No, don't move. Oh, no, they moved. When you go into shield. Oh, never mind. Hold on a second. Now they're out of control. Elephant's down to 1 elephant left. 959 kills. He's done. He's done. Yep, he's going to get killed by the Archer Tower. Okay, so hold on a second. Balance of power is definitely in favor of the defenders. Oh, disciples. Yeah, going to slaughter more Celtic slingers. But I mean, it's not over. It's not over. We still have a very healthy unit of Osworn right there. The general's about half strength, and this unit's a little less than half strength. But they're still Osworn. Like, at the end of the day, they're still Osworn. How did this get 2 chevrons? Oh, was it killing the elephants? Maybe that's what it was. 961 kills in total for the Indian armored elephant. So I was wrong when I said earlier that I wasn't sure exactly how involved he was going to get. He got very involved. He definitely got very, very, very involved. Tribal warriors just walking right past an Archer Tower and they're getting shot. Not sure what this unit's doing unless they're waiting for a taxi. Maybe they're waiting for a boat to come in, pick them up, and take them home. Maybe. Maybe. I'm not sure. Oh, wait. Now they figured out what they were doing. Tribal warriors going to come back over here. I mean, I'm not sure why he sent them all the way up over here. He didn't even need to come near this tower. He could have just came right towards the town center. But, all right. So, I mean, that's still ferocious right there. Disciple of Epidemic, Osworn. As good as Osworn are, these guys are exhausted. They're going to get murdered. Oh, God. They're going to get murdered, and they're going to get surrounded, and there they go. Yeah, Disciples. Going to slaughter them. Slaughtering Osworn. That's a tough sight to see. If I'm honest, that's a tough sight to see. I am a big fan of Osworn. But the Disciples are going to clean that unit up. Now they're going to charge right into the Osworn general here, the Tylus general, who looks like he just ran. He didn't even charge. He just ran in there. He was already kind of moving. So that's definitely a shame. Disciple, but yeah, he broke. 51 seconds. We got one final unit. I'm not sure why that Osworn didn't move. But yeah, that's going to be it right there. 42 seconds. It's going to take 42 seconds for the other Osworn and the ballista to break, I guess. I mean, Disciples are going for more kills. Oh no, they broke. There they go. 250 with the Disciples. Not bad. Not too bad with them. But all right, let's get into the ending army compositions here, and we'll start off taking a look at Ryan. He was the one that sent the replay in. So thank you very much, bud, for sending it on over. 2,321 kills for him, 148 with his general. His archers, 3 out of the 4 of them did good, 156 to 121, 119. His Disciples, again, 250, like I said. The Kushite slave infantry did not do very well. 1 unit there, though, with 69, so giggity for them. And his regular Shotels coming in 220, 186, 152, 168, 199, and 218. It's a very solid job there. Then we have Niall Croc coming in with Bactria, 2,822 kills, 133 with the general, 105 there, 961. That's his unit right there, though. 961 kills. Syrians, 188, 228, 0, and 9. Wow, 194 there. Bactrian Hillman did nothing, though one was kind of close, 94 kills. Thorax Swordsman, 151, 109, and his Threos, 164, 119, and 117. So 3 out of the 4 of those over 100 kills. Then we have the Samnites here who lost a lot of their army. A lot. They had like 200 men left over. 1552 kills for him, 150 with the general. The ambush is 240, 125, and 103. The Lucanian Wart, look at that, 0 kills. Wow. 212, so only one of them getting over 100 kills. His Samnite Light Infantry did not do very well. I'm kind of shocked by that. It's a DLC faction. I am honestly a little shocked that they didn't do much better. 208 with the other unit of the Silver Infantrymen there, though. Getting it out to the attackers, we have BIP09, or BOP09, BIP, I guess. 2,068 kills with Carthage, 27 with the General. Again, bad cornering there with the General, bad area to charge. His Balearics, 219, 159, 157 for 2 of his Cretans. The Carthaginian Hoplites, 118, 141, so 2 out of 4 there. These guys aren't going to, I don't even need to say their name. The Libyan infantry here, though, 193, 114, 122, 184, and 213, so 5 out of the 6 of them. Then we have AXCVNZ playing as Tylus. Again, I'm not sure what that whole big delay was at the end there, but he ended up only walking away with 1,715 kills. 33 with the General. His Ballista, 172. Celtic Slingers, 2 out of the 4, over 100, 103, and 104. Levy Freeman did not do very well. Actually, 174, not bad. Oswan, 121. Tribal Warriors, 187, 222, 201, 138. And these 3, unfortunately, got smashed. And then we have Melomax 7, I guess Z. I didn't even notice there was a Z there. 1726 with Egypt. His Carrying Axeman General definitely did a lot of damage to the Galatian Royal Guard, which is a big problem. His Ballista, though, 137 kills. Archers, 130 and 181, so 2 of his Cretans did well. His Galatian Swordsman here, 191 and 148. The Levi Thereo Spears, top was a 77. Sobek Cultists, not a very strong infantry unit, and I think it's only an 80-man unit. The Thorax Swordsman here, 113, and I guess we'll toss the 99 in there. But that is going to be the end of today's battle replay, so hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, feel free to hit the like button, drop some comments, share the channel, share the video, and subscribe to the channel, of course. But that is going to be the end, so have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, and as always, until the next one.